To get started, we do have several listings today, so let's get started. All right, so this GJ, JV, I think one of you guys are on here. Wow, look at that, fancy. Well, everybody, first and foremost, we want to welcome a new moderator here today. For those of you who have been attending our broker forums, you've been seeing me and Jeff, and now we're going to welcome our one of our new co-hosts here, Ryan McKenzie. If I could give him a couple of minutes just to introduce himself and to share a little bit about himself and his involvement with CCIM.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Jeff Albee is handing over the reins to me. Coming in 2024 sponsorship chair. I know we have a couple sponsors on the line here, so thank you for your participation. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm at Kidder Matthews as well, and I've got a lifetime of industrial real estate work. I came from a smaller firm up in the North Los Angeles area where I kind of cut my teeth, and now have joined the board with Kidder and continue to do the same thing, basically industrial owner user, landlord rep, from relatively Anaheim up to, I would say, Valencia, even as far out to Oxnard. So if you have some needs up there or assistance, I'd love to help you. But got my CCIM last year, I think it was October last year. And it took me a while, but I'm very excited to be at CCIM and proud to be amongst all of you talking about investments. So thank you for having me, and I look forward to being of assistance and service.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ryan, for sharing. And to kind of give everybody the 2-minute skit here, CCIM, Greater Los Angeles, is in essence a chapter of the Certified Commercial Investment Member Institute. That's what CCIM stands for. And for those of you who are looking to learn more about what CCIM is all about, we have plenty of content material we can share with you. But for today, we're going to be talking about our broker forum today, which is in essence a platform for us to be able to share listings, give deal stories, have it recorded, and give you guys content that you can share not only amongst our peers, but also be able to cut this content and use it for your business. So we put this together every week, or every month, every week. We'll soon, who knows? Well, we do this every month so that we're able to come together, share the deals, create the content, and be able to provide our members with value and give updates as we also have regular events. And as we evolve this broker forum, we are looking to add additional segments upon request from our membership and from our attendees, so that we can make this a very productive meeting. So we typically allot maximum of an hour. We actually might get done sooner, but today we have over 20 listings to share with everybody. So we're going to try to be succinct. If you are presenting today, please be ready. If you're not, we're just going to move on to the next person, and we're going to endeavor to get back to you. But again, we're going to try to keep this train moving. But let's go to the next slide. So first and foremost, with CCIM Greater Los Angeles being a trade organization, we wouldn't be able to do these webinars and host these events without our financial support from our sponsors. So today we're going to say thank you to some of our sponsors. If we change the slide. We want to give our honorable mentions to our platinum sponsor. Oops, go back. There we go. CoStar Group, who we have Justin Brown here today with us. Thank you, Justin. And then we'll continue on. We also have our gold sponsors. We have RPM Commercial, Mr. Danny Raffle, our CCIM treasurer for the chapter, also our gold sponsor, and also 10X, who's our gold sponsors. So we want to thank them as well. And for those of you who are learning more about CCIM, we definitely have a conglomerate of organizations and businesses who are coming together, both trade and real estate related organizations that are sponsoring and supporting our chapter. And we invite you to support our chapter to be able to help, again, participate in a series of events. We're happy to share that information with you. And thank you to our silver sponsors and also to our bronze sponsors. So one thing that we wanted to highlight today, we have Justin Brown with the CoStar Group, and he has some updates for us, and we want to give him the floor. Thank you, Justin, for being with us.
Thanks so much. No problem. This is I think this is my first one that I've done, on Zoom. So thanks for having me. I know most of you, talked to most of you, been here at CoStar since 2007, end of 07, beginning of 08. I was a broker before that for 5 years with Marcus and Millichap. So you can please reach out with any questions. For those of you that have CoStar, I wanted to go over, and if can I share my screen, or did you put the slides up? I just got a couple slides that go over a couple of things we have for updates. And okay, show up. That's okay. Let's go to the next one. We've been expanding quite a bit, and instead of going over comps and property, and I got 5 minutes here. So a couple new things we've added this year that I don't know if you know about. Whether you like CoStar or you don't like CoStar, there's a lot of prospecting tools. Okay. I've been doing more prospecting trainings with brokers to find new deals, distressed assets, off-market deals, loan maturities, and stuff that when people have used CoStar for so long, they get in the habit of going there for their comps and grabbing a report. But we've added in a lot more business development. So in the last few years, just so we know, whatever you're working on, if it's hospitality, we bought STR. 10X is our auction platform. I won't go into that now. We've added in a new owner discovery database, and we launched CoStar Funds and the new CoStar Tenant April of May of this year. So now for those of you that have CoStar, we integrated with Preqin. All right, so if you next slide, please. We integrated with Preqin, and what that means is Preqin tracks all the private equity funds. This would be for your larger capital markets deals, small funds too. We're talking $100 million funds, $50 million funds, all the way up to Blackstone's $10s, $30 billion fund, right? So we've integrated every single fund in the country. The fund managers, are they buying? Are they selling? What office funds are selling office assets right now, and which fund manager is responsible, and what's their number and their V card and their email? A lot of people didn't know we did that. Launched April of this year. For those of you that have CoStar, it is included. All right. And if you need a training on this, please reach out. I'm happy to set up a training, whoever your local rep is. It's been for some of your larger deals, right? If you're trying to lease 2,000 square feet, on Wilshire, this probably won't be of use to you. But if you're doing any capital markets deals, find new clients. There's a ton of funds out there looking to buy, and there's some that are selling. I mean, there's some that are actually selling, and you can see all of that. Next slide. Due to the interest rate hike in the changing market, it's harder to do a deal. We're down about 56% right now in terms of sales transactions. Leasing's going better, but sales transactions is hard. We've integrated all the CMBS and conventional loan data in CoStar. If you are looking for owners, let's say, that have a loan maturity coming up and that got their loan in 2019, 2016, 2017 at 3% or 4%, that are looking at a 100% increase, let's say 8%, 7%, something like that, 9%, you can start finding those potential opportunities. Bringing up all the properties with floating interest rates. What about multifamily FHA loans that are assumable? Just different ideas that we can show you how to maybe find 1 or 2 new deals in the next year, all right, and some new clients. And last slide is, you got a lot of third-party feeds a lot of people don't know about. So this last thing I wanted to go over, there's a new public record database. It's not new, but we never really had title before. Okay, so all the conventional loan data is provided by First American and Data Excel. So you can go in and you can look at like loan maturities, or I was just doing something for acre loans or private lender loans or Loan Oak or whatever, looking for potential, high interest rate loans that are maturing or low interest rate loans that are maturing, seller carries, stuff like that. It's all part of public record. Intex and Morningstar are our CMBS providers. We track all the securitized debt in the country. Preqin, we just added in this year for CoStar Funds, and then a bunch of other stuff like Oxford Economics for risk analysis and demographics from Newstar and so on. And then the CoStar Tenant database, the last thing I wanted to go over for those of you that have access. We launched Tenant in May 18th of this year, right before ICSE. You have the ability to go in and look for expirations, or if you're doing deals like tenants that are whose lease is expiring in conjunction with a loan maturity. Stuff like that. You can actually put filters in for those specific things. And if you haven't checked it out and you have CoStar, please go into CoStar Tenant. You can bring up tons more tenants. There's 2 different modules. There's a company module where you can look at like Dollar Tree and see who's their tenant rep, who's their head of real estate, where are they doing their deals. all those types of larger tenants. There's about 40,000 in there. And then in our regular tenant locations tab, about 7 million tenants, just local. Like, hey, I'm looking for a new tenant. I'm looking for a new tenant for a 5,000 square foot space in Santa Monica. Let's see what's available and how do I get a hold of them? So it's the last thing I wanted to go over. It's great to see everybody. And thank you so much for giving me a few minutes to speak.
Perfect, Justin. I'll tell you right now, I learned something new.
Me too.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Everybody that has most people have CoStar on this call. If you don't, you can call me. But if you do, please, you have a rep. If you don't know who your rep is, I guarantee you spending 1 hour or even 30 minutes and just saying, I want to find new clients. Teach me how to find new clients, cold call, email, exports, and we will do a full prospecting training. If they can't do it, or if they're a new rep, reach out to me. I'm happy to set up something with a more seasoned rep that might be able to do it better. Okay.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate your time.
You got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, for those of you who have prospected and got your listings, this is you're up. So let's go to the first one. Do we have Rose on the line?
Yes, I am here.
Hi, Rose. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Excited to see your deal in Canoga Park. Take it away.
Yes, thank you so much. So, I actually just got a price reduction on this last night to 3.5 million. So this one is a great one to take to your clients if they're looking for an owner user deal, or if they're looking for a land development play. This one is a fully, or it's 83% occupied currently, but fully able to be vacated if needed, because they are all month to month. So somebody can come in and have this as a single tenant building, or they can keep those tenants, great income in place. At our new pricing of 3.5 million, it's like a 5 cap, just based on if it was fully occupied. So there are good rents in the building. And as far as the development play, it is a tier 3 TOC and in an opportunity zone. So great potential to build on the side as well.
Amazing. Question, sorry, go back. For that other deal, I mean, has the ownership made any significant improvements to the property?
No, but they are general contractors, so it's very well maintained, super over well maintained. Honestly, every single unit's like very, very nicely built out. A lot of them have their own private restrooms. It's done kind of like an executive suite style right now. So it could be a good fit if somebody's got maybe, a law office or mini therapy suites. They could simply keep it as it is. Or if you want to do like a more full build out and more of an open space, obviously you just get rid of those demising walls. But overall, well maintained building.
How are the utilities managed there? Are they separately metered for each suite, or how
they keep everybody full service gross. There's like 31 tenants right now, so they don't have it all separately metered, and it wouldn't really make sense. But they also have
got it.
Solid rents by doing it that way.
No, yeah, definitely. Just curious about how it is, but yeah, want to get more of the story and share it with everyone else. Thank you so much, Rose.
Of course.
Yeah. Let's go to the next slide. We have another one now, 300 Fillmore Street.
Yeah, so this is just a tiny little bite-sized deal here up in Fillmore. Owner's very motivated to transact. If you have anybody who can do anything with a piece of land, he's parking trucks on it right now. You could do that if you were a future buyer, just like some little commercial use. But it is also fully built out, or I should say fully entitled for 18 multifamily units. So that would, that would need to be just reinstated because I believe the entitlements have expired, but the owner can certainly help with that if needed.
No. Let's do any questions now? Continue on. Well, thank you so much, Rose. Everybody, if anybody has any questions, reach out to Rose on those 2 transactions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rose. All right, Rubik, I think, are you on the line?
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. This is an office building, a very unique property. It's got 575 feet of frontage and can be split into 4 or 5 parcels and do multifamily. Our consultant has analyzed it, and based on the city's zoning, code. Development standards can be 104 or 5 units based on the density with the state density bonus can go up to 155 units with affordable component in the city of Pasadena. About a 90%, 89% leased up. So somebody can buy it and operate it as office. We've advised the management to put in the lease terminations after 3 or 4 years. It would take about 3-4 years to do the split and to get initial projects approved.
No, I put that trailer.
Great
Oh,
thought.
yeah. All right, maybe in the car. I'm gonna go.
Francisco, your mic is going.
Okay, so
Go ahead, Rubik.
no problem. It's again an office building and in a great location in Pasadena. Metro station is about 0.6 miles away. There's several multifamily projects, and owners of Panda restaurant chain. They're developing a project half a mile away from this multifamily, about close to 300 mixed-use project on Foothill Boulevard. So the location is fine. Demographics are there. And the cities just takes time, so it will take about 3-4 years to entitle it and then break it up. Flexibility is once you split it up and operate it and start to develop it, you can do it in phases because the way the building is laid out, you got a west wing, lobby, an east wing, and a parking. So you could say split it into 5 parcels, develop the 2, and then while still operating a portion of the building, it's very easy to do that. Pricing, I've squeezed them, and the lowest they get is about $12.5 million. They have a small loan of $3 million, so there's not too much pressure on them. That's about it.
Question, Rubik, what's the biggest hurdle that you've had on this property so far? Like, what would be something that we could, our clients might say, hey, this is why I won't do it, but what have you overcome, to say, hey, this is actually a good deal at this price?
Yeah, we've had offers of for assisted living, several, but the zoning does permit it. However, the square footage allowed is not enough. Somebody screwed up at the city when they were writing the code. They reduced the square footage. You could build a multifamily, no limit on square feet, just comply with the development standards. If you want to do an assisted living, you're allowed only on 95,000 square feet of land. 42,000 square feet. So somebody made a mistake someplace at the city. Main hurdle is the time. A lot of the legislature at the state level wants to expedite everything. That's why they put in the builder's remedy, because a lot of the cities come in with their own requirements, stretch everything. If everything was by code, which everything is by code the way you do it here, it should take about a year maximum. But city of Pasadena, where we in development world, we call it the Republic of Pasadena, it takes 3 years just to do the subdivision, split it, and then another 2 years plan check. And unfortunately, a lot of the cities, the politicians, city managers screwed up, burned their money reserves. They don't have, all of them are in financial distress, I would call it, all the cities. And due to their budgetary issues, and they don't go out there hustle for money. A lot of the cities have reduced the city staff, especially in plan checks. So if a project comes in, it comes into the city, they have a plan checker, but then everything is subbed out to save money. So a lot of that is happening behind the scenes. A lot of the utility cost increases. So the biggest hurdle is time. We've had offers of 11, 12, and $13 million. And the buyer looks, the developer says, okay, Is city of Pasadena is dangerous. I know it's by right, by code. How long would it take me? And we honestly tell them, it will take you about 2 years, 18 months to get this lot split or subdivision approved, and another year to 2 to get the project entitled, plan check, and all the mechanical, etc. So, so they ask for the time. I'll give you the price, give me 3 years, give me 2 years. And the seller says, if it's 2 or 3 years, I'll do it myself, or I'll JV with.
Yes, that's what that was my next question. You actually just said it. Yeah, what's the sentiment on JVs?
They've shown some interest. I brought it forward a couple of clients, and they're considering it. Actually, as a matter of fact, first of the month, I sent them an email. It's an absentee landlord. They're in China, and they said, we'll get back to you, and thank you for all you've done. So. They've been trying to sell this for about 3 years. All of it has been the wrong approach. They initially were marketing as an office, and I approached them and I said, can we do this development? And they came back and they said, okay. And then they marketed as office with different brokers. And finally they said, what's your approach? And we said, hey, we can get you the price, you just need to give the time. And so that's the biggest hurdle, time.
No, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, it's the cities, all the cities. We used to get a project approved in Glendale in 2 years. Now it takes 4 to 5 years. Pasadena is even worse, And LA, the mayor's executive orders, on affordable projects is 6 to 9 months. Otherwise, 3 years, 4 years. And that's the development problem in California. Everybody can appeal it. Everybody can file a lawsuit.
Understood, Rubik. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We got to keep going. But if anybody has any more questions for Rubik, we'll reach back out to him. And Rubik, if you can be a little more succinct on these other deals, we'll keep this moving. Go for it. Okay,
this is Alhambra. This is a corner property, and about 40,000 cars daily. This is en route to the 710 where it dumps on Valley Boulevard. So basically every day there's about 40,000 cars pass by in front of this property, coming and going to the 710 up to Fremont to Pasadena and Valley Boulevard. 2 restaurants, short-term leases, perfect for a drive-through. It's cornered and it's got an alley in the back, about 190 feet of frontage. Combined is about 18,000 square feet. Owner bought it to do a car wash, got into a fight with the city. City intentionally delayed it. They pushed through another project, another car wash down the road. So owner said, fine, I'll just do something else. At the present time, as of Monday night, the city is late to the party. They're redoing their zoning, and they're proposing in the city of Alhambra a lot of multifamily mixed-use zonings, not very desirable densities and development standards, but again, it's a step in the right direction. So you could do mixed use in a year on this project, maybe 2. Okay.
Understood. Thank you much.
This is a lot, a great location in Hollywood, or I call it Hollywood West and Hollywood East. Owner entitled it for a project. It took, again, 3 years to entitle it. And the market has passed. It's RTI, literally ready to pull a permit. But due to Mayor Karen Bass's executive order, this project can change from a 4-story 15-unit with 2 affordable to 100% affordable project. If some people don't know, due to shortage of housing, especially affordable housing, this property can be developed into a 100% affordable 24/5 units, 5-story and no parking. So that's the incentive. It's a currently vacant lot. So any buyer can save on the demolition, asbestos, tenant relocation. On the affordable project, the best formula for developers to take advantage of is 20% moderate, 80% low. That gives you very good rents. You'd be shocked. Tentatively consulting with the architect says you can do 1 bedrooms of 500 square feet, singles of 400 square feet, and allocated rent, Section 8 affordable rent, is close to $3.75 to $4 a square foot. So the pro forma functions. Now, the major advantage, no parking, and under the mayor's executive order, city, if you do what you're supposed to do, your team of consultants, city is supposed to, under 6 months, give you project approval and be ready for permit and development. So that is a major advantage, instead of waiting 3 years and carry cost.
Got it. Got it. Thank you, Rubik.
Any questions? Again, this is a Hollywood East, close to the Kaiser, similar lot. Again, this is like a 16 unit proposed project, but again, can be an affordable project of 27 units. And again, same formula as I mentioned, like Wilcox. Kaiser is expanding 1 million square feet. They've already acquired the properties. I was shocked to see what the Kaiser paid for land value. They paid $400-500 a square foot on Vermont between Fountain and Sunset. They have about 2.5 acres of land and additional projects. So they're optimizing, maximizing every property that they own. Over a 10-year, 1 million square feet, 500,000 square feet of medical space, 500,000 square feet of parking. So it's going to be a giant medical campus over there for Kaiser. Children's Hospital is there. Presbyterian is expanding 100,000 square foot. This is the location that property is gold, and you could do affordable market rate. Anything will work over here. We might be able to get the adjacent property as well, putting 2 lots together. You could do about 55 units, combining it. So.
Got it. Got it. Perfect. Does anybody have any questions? No? If anybody has any questions, please reach out to Rubik. Thank you so much, Rubik, for your time.
Pleasure.
All right. We have Danny Raffle.
Hola, Danny Raffle here, CCIM. This is a just over almost 3.5 acre parcel in Las Vegas. It gets about 5,000 airplanes a day looking at it. It's right next to the airport. Okay, never mind. Right off the airport, great for office and or retail build out. It's already got water and power on the property. Any of you happen to be out in the Las Vegas market?
Okay. Awesome.
And if I may suggest, one of our clients owns a couple of properties by Burbank Airport, and it's close to the takeoff and landing, and he got approvals for a billboard, and the advertisement companies are just paying him a crazy amount of money. If it is close to the landing and takeoff for advertisement, you can maybe explore the idea of a billboard for advertisement on this property. Check into that.
Give that some thought. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, we redid the flyer. The flyer on this property, the actual NOI is 180,000, and we base that on a sales price, although it's negotiable, of $2.5 million, looking at the taxes. So the NOI is about 180,000, which at 2.5 brings that to a 7.3 cap, which is pretty fair. Building is 98% leased. We have one small vacancy. It has a billboard. Office property in Chatsworth, California. real clean. Me again. Oh, more land. This is right around the corner in Victorville. There are 6 parcels. It's a total of just over 6 acres. You've got 6 parcels. It can be lots. It can be sold together or separately. The CVS on the corner is not a part of the offering. Everything is ready to build. The power, electric, sewer is all on site. You can see the parking lot. And it's right at Palmdale, right at El Elvado. And there's a monument sign on the corner for the center. And that's all I got to say.
Thanks, Danny.
Perfect, Danny. Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome. And that's my old building. I know that picture now. Never mind.
Linda, are you on the line?
Hi, yes, I'm here. Sorry, I had to get in the car, but the first property I have here is in Azusa, and it is currently an automotive building. However, for the zoning, it can be used for general industrial as well, zoned for light manufacturing. The sale does include the building, business, and equipment for $1.8 million. The building is just shy of 4,000 square feet. It's located on a highly trafficked, signalized intersection on Foothill Boulevard. With about close to 25,000 cars daily. And it has 3 double-wide bays, 5 hoists, an alignment machine, and various other equipment, which I have an equipment list for. Buyer side fee is 2.5%. If you have anyone interested for industrial or automotive in the Azusa area, it's a great building, very clean, remodeled about 3 years ago. Thank you. The next one here is located in Old Town Monrovia. This building is partial owner user, partial investment. It has about 51 roughly % available for an owner user. It's a 30,000 square foot building. And the rest of the building is rented to tenants on a long-term basis. And those units have been renovated and are in great condition. The space available for an owner user is a first floor and second floor space. They're not currently connected, but they can be connected very easily. So if you have someone looking to occupy in the area for office or retail, the zoning is very flexible here. It allows medical, office, retail, and various other accessory type uses under this PD5 zoning. So great property here located in the heart of Old Town, right across from the library park there. And the asking price is 8.625, buyer side fee 2%. And if anyone needs the OM on this, I'm happy to send it over. And I think I have one more. All right, this last property, also in Monrovia. This is a church building, and it's about 2,500 square feet. It's been used as a church for over about 30 years, roughly. And if it is not used as a church, the zoning does revert to multifamily zoning. The lot is about a little over 6,000, just under 7,000 square feet. And again, the building is 2,500. So if you have special use purpose property, or owner looking for a special purpose property, it's a great property, nice area. It can also be used as a daycare with a CUP. The asking price is $950,000, and I'd also be happy to send the brochure on this if anyone has requirements. And I think that is all for me today, and thank you again for having me.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for sharing.
Linda.
Thank you.
All right, we have Katie or Caddy? Katie? Presley Wilson. I think she's on mute. Maybe she may have picked up a phone. So we'll try to go back to Katie. Looks like she may have just got disconnected. Not sure.
Oh, sorry, I'm
there
back.
she is.
I'm back. Can you hear me? Sorry,
Yeah, we
my
hear you.
computer just went out for a moment. Sorry about that.
No worries. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Katie Presley Wilson from CBRE. I am here to present Waring Ranch Estates in the city of Agora Hills. So this is a 56-acre piece of land. It's vacant. It is already subdivided into 64 parcels to build single-family homes. You can build up to 85 homes. Actually, I should say that 7 of those parcels, which are zoned for single-family, they allow 2 houses per lot plus 2 ADUs. So you can build 28 houses on those lots. And then the other 57 lots are open space restricted, which will require a CUP. The seller has been in touch with the city planner in Agora Hills. We know what the time frame is roughly to get to approvals for those lots. And the seller has indicated that they will give time for a buyer to pursue entitlements. So I think it's a really interesting opportunity. We're getting a lot of interest based on the location. The demographics are very strong in Agora Hills. It's part of the award-winning Lost Virginia School District. So it's really ideal for single-family homes. The seller has already priced out the horizontal construction to get the site pad ready. And that is located in our data room. So if you are interested, we have a call for offers this Friday. Unfortunately, it didn't time out well with the presentation, but the seller is not a developer. They're not going to develop this property. So I think if you are interested, if you have someone who's interested, let us know. I think they can be flexible with timing. The price, that's another item. If you plug in a certain price for the single family home, it can swing wildly what the land value is. So our model has gotten up into the high 30 million range, but again, the seller's not going to develop this and he did not want to discourage any offers. So if you have anyone who's interested, I would encourage you to make an offer. That is also why the buy side fee is blank. We didn't know what number to kind of anchor the commission to. So just write in your commission and make it reasonable based on the price that's offered. And we'll do our best to get that approved for you. If you have any questions, let me know.
Excellent, Katie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Agora Hills, beautiful, beautiful area. Definitely the Valley is a new hotspot, but Savak, he actually messaged that he won't be able to present, but thank you, Savak, for sharing these. We're gonna keep going. There's a few. All right, and then we have Mr. Craig Lieberman. Is he on the line? Nope, not on the line.
Greg was on the
continue.
line.
I see his name. He's just
Oh, I
on
see
mute.
his name. Oh,
Yeah,
Mute, Craig,
good
there
morning,
you are.
everyone. Sorry. So this first one, as you can see, it's a really nice property in Santa Paula. The seller renovated completely inside and out. So it's pretty turnkey. The rents are very strong. They're like running 2,400 to 2,500 for all of these 3-bedroom, 1-bath units. I guess the difficult part is he wants to try to get it sold by this year, and he also would prefer an all-cash offer. So that's kind of the rub, but it is a nice property. As you can see there, if anyone is interested, I can send you the offering memorandum. I think that's it. It's in a good area of Santa Paula, just off Ojai Road, which leads into Ojai, the city of Ojai. And there's no local rent stabilization ordinance. Is just under the AB 1482, which is the statewide RSO. And I think that's it for these, but they're really nice. I mean, most of your clients would like this. It's just the pricing might be tough. It is a 5 cap. So I guess the next couple I've got.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, it was, JVO. Thank you. Perfect. Oxnard.
Yeah. So I have 2 fourplexes in Oxnard, which the city adopted its rent stabilization ordinance last year, which limits annual rent growth by 4%. So it's more punitive, if you will, than the AB 1482 statewide rent control. The beauty about this property, a couple of benefits, is they're running about 100,000 to 101,000. Most of the fourplexes in Oxnard are running anywhere from 70 to low 80s per year. So you've got essentially 20% higher rents and or 20,000 a year, which really makes a difference when you can only increase rents 4% per year. And that's what's hurting most of the other properties is mathematically they can only go up from a lower base. So that's the advantage of this property. And by the way, there's another one we'll see, which is 1310 Whole Place. They're right in the same subdivision in Oxnard. Let's see. Oh, they were also built 1980. Most properties were built probably 50s, 60s. So they're newer properties. I will say that I got a call yesterday from a gentleman who is not happy with his current property management, number one. Number two, he's thinking about selling some properties, he was thinking about putting them in S&P 500 or what have you. And I'm going to have one of my exchange pros meet with him when we meet together to convince him that that's not the best thing to do. And he also wants to ultimately give it to his 2 daughters, which would mean step up in basis versus what he was thinking about is selling one at a time and putting them into securities, which is not the best thing. The thing about that is he's talking about 1.2 million. So the prices are definitely a lot better. Oh, I forgot to mention that on this property, the seller would prefer to actually carry paper. He owes about $630, and with commissions and closing costs, it would probably take a hefty down payment of about 50%, but he would probably carry it about 6.5% interest only. So in this market where investment interest rates probably about on these 30-year loans, Fannie Mae, Freddie Macs are probably about 8%. Although I just heard that rates are heading south, but it's a big benefit to have a seller carry in this market.
Perfect, Craig.
Yeah.
Thank you, Craig. We appreciate you sharing the story. If anybody has any questions for Craig, we only have a few more minutes for the rest of the listings and we'll make them succinct. I think you have one more, right?
Yeah, it's in the same neighborhood. What I was saying is this other gentleman wants to sell several of his and he owns in the same subdivision. So Those are gonna probably be about 1.2 mil. So the price is definitely right. So if anybody has multifamily investors, I've got a lot of properties that I'm selling. And that's
Perfect.
about it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Craig. If anybody has any questions for Craig, I'm going to be very succinct here. I have a few listings. Right now, this is a retail lot that's actually, it has some vacancy, but it has a couple restaurants in there. The story with this is that it's actually a out-of-state investor who's looking to liquidate in California, obviously move out of the state. But we're looking at a price per square foot on the land value for $69 a foot. I'm also in talks with the next door neighbor, which is another 83,000 square foot on the lot. So I'm in essence putting together a land assemblage deal here to redevelop. There's a huge mixed use component here in Rancho. Adjacent, there is a shopping center with AutoZone and several other tenants. Again, the shopping center, there's a lot of retail on that street. That's along Foothill. Happy to share more details if you guys are interested. But again, happy to go into depth for those of you who are looking at Rancho. So go to the next page, next listing. 2501 South Hill Street. This is actually a fully developed medical clinic. This is actually we have it for lease and for sale. The background on the sellers is actually very interesting for those of you who understand orthopedic surgery. If you know about the gel that they put on your bones to help your bones heal and grow, my sellers actually invented that. They get a pretty hefty annual patent fee every year from all the surgeries. So very interesting client. That being said, that price point is not correct. So they are looking at 13 million for this site. It's pretty hefty price, but we're again looking for folks who are looking at this either for development and or medical use. So happy to have a conversation with that. Let's continue to the next one. Next property, this is a Rialto. This is actually right now, we just got a price reduction on this. We were at 4 million, now we're at 3.5. So this is actually a single family and mixed use retail and office. There's over 29 or 30 tenants combined for the whole portfolio. We're in place 7.18 cap rate. Pretty decent land price per square foot. Also, too, their city of Rialto's they actually just put their final request for notes for the rezoning. Good cash flow, good redevelopment. I had a call with another owner looking to put this either on the contract here in the next couple of weeks or so. But again, this is something for someone to manage. For those of you who've seen Fight Club, there's an empty basement that resembles that. Happy to share more if you guys have any questions, but let's keep going.
It's a real selling point there, Francisco.
Yeah, I know. I trust me, that basement, I'd buy this myself. I really would. But next, I'm gonna have to wait on that. David, Yashar.
Save best for last, huh?
Always the best for last, my good man. Go for it.
All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. Everybody can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is going to be actually three things that we're going to present. We're going to make them very short. 2 out of the 3 are going to be business opportunities, which I don't think anyone has come up with anything today. So this is going to be very unique. For ones that are on this Zoom meeting, this is the team, of course, myself. I've got Omid, Eric, and I've got John. I'm sorry, his name is not there, but he's our restaurant specialist. He's one of our team members. We just listed a fine dining Italian restaurant, and this is in Brentwood. The ones that know, obviously, Brentwood, you're up, right around Barrington and San Vicente. Once we have a confidentiality signed, we can release more information. The reason the seller is selling this and operating this restaurant for probably about 20 years, and many awards and, et cetera, beautiful restaurant. He is moving out of the country. Okay. And, the building is about roughly 1,800 square feet plus some basement and, office space. just everything about it is excellent. I mean, great location. Some people even rate Brentwood better than Beverly Hills. And, everybody has their own, thing, but we are selling a restaurant. Again, it's a business opportunity, in a single tenant restaurant, not the property, it's the business. The asking price is $550. It is negotiable. This was just listed literally 2 days ago. So it's the first time it's coming out. We don't even have it on any of the, sites that we normally advertise. So you're getting the first look. The sales are something around $1.2 million plus or minus. We already explained about the reason why it's being sold. Of course, once the confidentiality is signed, we can get you more information and, give you a tour in the event you have an interested party. Okay. That's the first opportunity. Let's go on to the next. I'll let Omid touch on that. I think he is on. Omid, go ahead, please.
Hey guys, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Morning.
Morning. So I want to present this real fast. It can be either an owner user opportunity, City of Hawthorne, 3642 139th Street. Currently being used as a production studio, equipment rental, sound studio. A to Z, whatever you need to do from an entertainment standpoint. Now that the strike is over, we're starting to market this fully now. Current owners would be leasing back about 45% of the building, giving somebody the opportunity to come in and get an SBA loan as well. There is a possibility of 100% purchase as well if somebody wants the 100% use of their own. There is a full-fledged studio, sound studio, production studio, sound rooms, post-production, everything. It's ready to go. The sellers actually spent close to just under $1 million worth of renovations during COVID. So it's basically a brand new building. Took it down to the studs. Asking price is $2,095,000. If somebody would want to buy the existing business as well, that is a possibility. The seller is in good health. They are moving out of the country, and that's the reason for the sale. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Phone number is 818-384-4111, 818-384-4111. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you, Omid. All right. I think we have the last one. Go for it.
Yes, sir. And again, another business opportunity, and the ones that know us, we've sold many dental offices, medical offices, business opportunity or business opportunity plus real estate. This one is a dental office, and again, prime West LA, Beverly Hills adjacent. Again, once the confidentiality is signed, we will get you more, detailed info and give you a tour. This is, again, a dental office, roughly about the same square footage as a restaurant, about 1,800 square feet, has parking in the rear. It is on a major thoroughfare. One of the key is that this is on street level, not in a professional building. I mean, we have one in escrow right now. It's a professional building, let's say on the 14th floor. The key and really the highlight on this is that it's street level. Okay, so, you get that exposure. A lot of people prefer that. The owners have been running this for about a year to year and a half. So, they don't have history for, 10 years or 5 years. And every month they've done, better than the previous month. So we can share the sales, expenses, and, again, any dentist, anyone that's looking to have a second or third location, or they're just, starting out, young guys that graduate and they want to, start in dental office, this is it. Again, prime West LA. Once we have an, NDA, we will get you detailed information. My number is 310-724-8043, 310-724-8043, or cell 310-710-5626. Again, David Yashar, and appreciate the opportunity. Have a great day, everyone.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for being on the call. And I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. We're right here at 10 o'clock. we have more information to share with you, but we're going to send you guys all an email. Everybody want to end on time. Thank you for your time, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. All the contact information will be provided to you via email. If you guys can put your email in the chat, what we want to do is we want to start putting together a newsletter for our broker forum as well too. So please put your name and email. We'll be able to send you the slides, and we look forward to seeing you guys next month on our next broker forum. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.